Since 1959, the George Massey Tunnel has operated as a major gateway for the Metro Vancouver region. This 4-lane, 629-meter-long feat of engineering has connected the region to the Peace Arch and Pacific Canada-U.S. border crossings, BC Ferries to Austin Terminal, the container terminal at Deltaport, and the Vancouver International Airport. Constructed to encourage growth south of the Fraser River, the tunnel quickly transformed into a vital route of movement for commuter and tourist traffic, while also providing efficient transportation of goods and services. The George Massey Tunnel has been instrumental in fueling local, provincial, and national economies, and has been a cornerstone in Metro Vancouver's development. But for all the tunnel has given us, we've outgrown it, and the aging infrastructure no longer meets our standards for public safety. With an average of 300 collisions per year at a 40% rate of injury or fatality, it is clear that the tunnel is operating beyond its capacity, and its physical constraints are problematic for commuters and first responders. With Metro Vancouver's population projected to grow by more than 1 million people over the next 30 years, and a 30% risk of a major earthquake hitting in the next 50 years, questions begin to mount surrounding the safety of the tunnel. If there was a major earthquake, the George Massey Tunnel and Pattullo Bridge could fail, leaving the already taxed Alex Fraser Bridge to shoulder the additional 157,000 displaced vehicles and providing a substantial blow to our regional and national economy. If this were to happen, construction of a replacement crossing would take at least 5 years and would incur significant cost premiums for accelerated delivery. Because the existing tunnel is unable to be sufficiently seismically upgraded, the BC government sought to find a way to mitigate the public safety concerns of citizens, while also protecting the free flow of goods and services in the region in the event of a structure failure. The province undertook a review which included 145 technical and scientific reports and an extensive consultation process. Of the 5 alternatives that were considered, a new bridge was decided upon as the most technically feasible, safest, and cost-efficient solution to the public safety concerns and traffic congestion at the current tunnel. Costing hundreds of millions of dollars more, twinning the tunnel would not resolve the seismic issues of the existing tunnel and would have greater environmental and agricultural impacts. Designed with the same spirit of innovation as the original tunnel, this new bridge would be constructed to meet current seismic standards, while increasing traffic flow and alleviating the stress on the Alex Fraser and Pattullo bridges. Because 60% of northbound traffic end their trip in Richmond, traffic volumes are expected to remain constant along the Oak Street Bridge. The construction of a new bridge would also have less of an impact environmentally and agriculturally, disturbing less land and habitat. Of course, part of this innovation includes creating infrastructure that is critical to public transit, including space for future rapid transit developments, 50 kilometers of new transit HOV lanes, and integrated transit stops. Unlike the George Massey Tunnel, the bridge would also provide a much-needed connection for pedestrians and cyclists. Much like when the George Massey Tunnel was originally built in the 1950s, the options for crossing the Fraser River have been carefully considered. As we evolve and grow as a larger region, our infrastructure must as well. We need to prioritize public safety without sacrificing the environment or wasting taxpayers' dollars. We need to consider our future beyond the George Massey Tunnel and do what's best for the people in our region. The fact is, we need a bridge. Learn more at weneedabridge.ca.